Hey guys, I'm Nancy and welcome to my reading nook. So this video is going to be both my October wrap-up and my November/December TBR. And you'll figure out why. I'll explain more as I go along. Okay, so October, I kind of failed. I didn't really finish any books, but that's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm in college, so like, I had other things to do. I had essays to write and math homework to do. So I mean, I almost finished. I'm so close to finishing The Restorer. So I'm definitely gonna try to finish that. Didn't really get to any other books on my TBR, which sucks, but that's okay. I want to do a November and a December TBR together. I'm gonna pick 4, maybe 5. Yeah, I'm gonna pick 5 books because this I'm not counting for my November/December TBR. The reason it's a November and a December TBR is because I think I'm gonna give myself 2 months to try to read these 5 books, as well as do this college thing. And so at the end of November, I'll give you guys a November wrap-up of what I read in November, if I get anything read. I kind of really suck at this, can you tell? Anyway, alright, got our TBR pineapple, so let's get to picking books if I don't throw it. Okay, I got all the books beside me, shaking them up. Okay, not looking. Let's grab this one. Oh. Okay. We've got Bear Town. Hold on, where is that one? Okay. Bear Town. It's a tiny community. It's an ice skating book. I don't fully know. I got it because Books and Lala read it and really liked it. And then I saw it at Walmart for like $5. So, I'm gonna read that. Hopefully. Which I think it's kind of fitting because it's like a cold, wintry book and it's been really cold here. It snowed like the day before Halloween. So that's always fun. Oh, the next one is The Kingdom. Y'all can't see that. There's no point in me holding it up to you guys. The Kingdom. Now, The Kingdom was not originally in my TBR Pineapple. It got put in my TBR Pineapple The Kingdom. It's the second book to the Restorer series. That's why I ended up putting it in my TBR Pineapple because I'm so close to finishing the Restorer. So we got Bear Down. Okay. Oh, my end fell over. We're going to leave it alone so I don't knock everything else over. Okay. Next book. Ooh, this is fun. Carrie. So, if you guys watched my Make Fun of My Sister video, where I make fun of my sister for 10 minutes, you'll know that she calls me a fake fan, because I have a lot of Stephen King, yet I've never actually fully read a Stephen King. There were a lot of Stephen Kings in this jar, so I assumed I'd at least get one. Sorry guys, I'm struggling. Okay. I'm not picking that one because it was a book last month and I didn't get to it, and okay. Let's grab this one. Oh, that was also a book last month. I put them all back in here because I do want to read them eventually, but I don't want to double down on them. Oh lord, I think I knocked a ton out. How many books did I have? Okay, I had 3. Hold on, I done fucked up, guys. The struggle is real. Okay. Okay. I mean, there are a lot of books in this drawer, so I don't know why I'm continuing to get ones from last month. Maybe I should have kept them out until after this TBR pull. Because I really don't want to pick a book that I already picked. Oh, that one's fun. Okay. The 4th book is, though you can't see, it says Breaking Dawn. Breaking Dawn, because I still have not finished the Twilight series. But I do I did enjoy the first 3. I just haven't. I started this one. Let's see. I started it. I didn't get very far into it, but I started it. I just haven't finished it. Alright, 4. One more. Ooh. Knocked out like 4 books, but that's okay. Totally didn't just pull one out and then not use it because I don't want to read that book or anything. It's another one from last month. And I failed miserably with the ones from last month, so I really don't want to try to reread the ones. Okay, this one's also kind of fun. The paper just says interview. Interview with a vampire. Which, there's 3 books in here, but I'm only going to be reading the first one. Hold on. So there is technically 3 books in this, but I'm only reading the first one, which is Interview with the Vampire. 2 vampire books. That's fun. I feel like it's pretty spooky TBR. It's like a Halloween TBR for November. But, like, your girl likes spooky books. So, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to stack them all up so I can show them all at once. Woo! My TBR. Which, technically, Restore... kind of feel like I should pick one more, because Restore, I want to finish it. I don't got much left, so it's not part of this TBR. But I got 5, but if I pick a 6th book, that means 3 for November, 3 for December. Which, I mean, I don't really have any. It's not like I'm going to get a Christmassy book, because I don't really own it. I don't really have any Christmassy books in this. Don't want that. Again, like I said, I have a lot of Stephen King. I'm trying not to go Stephen King heavy, and a lot of the books I've pulled out are Stephen King. It's also a Stephen King. Maybe I'll just have to go Stephen King heavy. Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing at this point, guys. Okay. Next book I pull out is going to be a book I have to read. Part of my TBR. How does that sound? So I just keep pulling books out. In Wilderness. This is another one I don't know much about. I found it at the Dollar Tree for $1. So, In Wilderness. Don't know a ton about this. In winter of 1966, Catherine Reed moves to an isolated cabin deep in the Georgia Appalachian Mountains. There's little more than a sleeping bag, a tin plate, and a loaded gun. She plans to spend her time in peaceful solitude, but one day Catherine realizes the woods are not empty and she's not alone. Someone else is near, observing her every move. It's like spooky during the cold season, so it works, right? I'm sorry, guys. Tell me if you think I cheated and if I should just, from here on out, first book I pull, that's the book I gotta read. I kind of cheated, but I like doing the TBR Pineapple, but there are some books I just don't want to read. And they're in the TBR Pineapple, and sometimes... whatever. Don't come out. If you don't like the way I'm running my booktube channel, well then start your own and run it your way. I'm sorry, that felt very passive-aggressive. I apologize. It's already past midterms in college. I'm ready for the semester to be over. I'm ready to go home and see my family, miss them. Yeah. Alright, before I make myself cry, I should probably get going. Got a lot of books to read. Got a math test tomorrow. That's always fun. So, that's about it. Again, go over my TBR one more time. Carrie by Stephen King, which, how do you not know what Carrie's about? But I didn't say what it was about, did I? It's a teen It says, a novel of a girl possessed of a terrifying power. Yeah. Pretty much she's got telekinesis. Yeah. Bear Towns. A tiny community deep in the forest. Bear Towns hasn't been the best at anything in a long time, but down by the lake stands an old ice rink, and in the ice rink, Kevin, Matt, Benji, and the rest of the town's junior ice hockey team are about to compete in the national semifinals, and they actually have a shot at winning. All the hopes and dreams of this place now rest on the shoulders of a handful of teenage boys. Under that heavy burden, the semifinal match becomes the catalyst for a violent act that will leave a young girl traumatized and a town in turmoil. It sounds really interesting. Super excited about that. And then The Kingdom, which is the second book in the Restorer series, which the Restorer series is about Amelia Gray, who is a young woman who works with grave restorations, so like restoring old cemeteries. And in the first book, there's a murder that takes place at the cemetery she's working at, so she then has to help a detective figure out what happened to this poor young girl. This one also sounds interesting. She gets okay. Every cemetery has a story, every grave its secrets. My name is Amelia Gray. They call me the Graveyard Restorer. I've been commissioned to restore an old cemetery in Asher Falls, South Carolina. But I'm coming to think I have another purpose here. Why is there a cemetery at the bottom of Bell Lake? Why am I drawn time and again to a hidden grave I've discovered in the woods? Something is eating away at the soul of this town, this withered kingdom, and it will only be restored if I can uncover the truth. They're fun. They're like mysteries. I mean, this one had a lot more romance in it than I expected. Yeah. Which, I mean, it should have, but I don't know. A lot more romance than I expected. Anyway, Breaking Dawn, fourth in the Twilight series. I mean, how long have they been out now? Forever. If you've been on Tumblr, there's been a Tumblr renaissance. Next one is Interview with the Vampire, which I actually have no clue what it's about. All I know is I thought the book looked cool, and it was 10 cents at a thrift store. We all know how I feel about them 10-cent books. A girl would go broke buying books if all books were 10 cents. And then In the Wilderness, which I already told you about, which was a $1 book. So that's always fun. Alright, well, my phone's going dead, so I should probably end this now. Thanks for coming to my reading nook. Hopefully I'll have something read by November. I'll update you in November, and then I'll have a final wrap-up in December that goes over everything. And then, yeah, January and February will probably also have a combined TBR, because I feel like 2-month TBRs are better for me. So we'll see. Alright. Bye, guys.